Marvel's Warbird. Is this a worthy successor to the Warbird we got a long, long time ago? It already looks better, but let's check it out. Hey guys, we are checking out Warbird, and we're going to skip all the hodgepodge. I'm excited for this one. The old one for me is now super old, and it is leaning on other toys on my shelf. So I'm glad to get a new mold with better knees than the original Toy Biz version, or was it just the original Hasbro? I don't remember because I bought mine secondhand way after the fact. But let's see if this box is better than your mom's. This box better than the box he was held in. On the side, we get this cool artwork of Warbird. We get a pitch. We get to see Warbird in the box, and then we get the same photo of Warbird on the back that's on the side, but cropped out. Well, this is cropped. This is a cropped one. This is the full version of it. No blurb about the character. So I'm torn on these boxes, right? I do like that they're slender. They're not as bulky as the original. So they're this is how their way of combating the fact that they're using plastic again. They're making the boxes smaller so they have less plastic. So you have this smaller plastic window because you have a much smaller box. Of course, they'll make the boxes bigger when they have Build-A-Figure pieces in them. But in this case, a smaller box, stop falling. But the fact that you end up with these kind of bland boxes kind of is disappointing. And I'm hoping that the boxes are cooler when you get to a team specific or something like that, where maybe you'll get a special design here, and instead of just saying celebrating 85 years, you get something that is unique to that character or to that team or to that wave. But this is box. Not the greatest, not the worst. I'm not even sure what is the design inside the box. If you look inside the box, is that, yeah, that's just for 85 years of Marvel, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I really wish it was more themed toward the character, but I guess this is 85 years of Marvel. That's what they're pushing for. We'll see the next wave of boxes, see if they get better. Anyway, let's crack this lady open and see. Oh, what's in the box? Here we have Warbird. Here we have Warbird out the box. I'm just gonna call her Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, Binary, everything else but Warbird because I keep saying that very weird. I don't know why. But here we have her out the box, and what we have is we get two very generic flame effects that we get all the time with heroes like this. Focus. That's very common for them. We get two sets of I'm going to use my flame effect hands on you, and we get a different head just so her hair is not swept in the wind. Mills probably would have shot you. I do appreciate the additional head because one of my gripes is when you have a character in their action pose, such as Siren, where her hair is always blowing, and it would have been nice to not have her in her screaming head. You do get the alternate head, but everything else about this is trash. Mills probably wouldn't have shot you in the head, but he definitely would have winged you because this is straight Anyway, let's check out the design and see how good this toy looks. Warbird looks really, really good. Some design things that I really do like about this character is that instead of going for yellow, they went for gold on the chest. They did a really good job minimizing her mask so that it's not so big. Let's zoom in on it so that we can actually appreciate the details a little bit better. So as you can see, really good design in the mask. Really good design in the S logo on her chest, the Miss Marvel logo on her chest. They did a really good job with the sash, so that looks way better. They did a really good job. She has a lower thigh cut, which is really good to give her some more flexibility without compromising the toy, lower thigh cut. But after that, she's really just kind of a bland figure, just basically a black figure that they painted the shoulders flesh colored. But that's what you expect from Carol Danvers. She's not supposed to be like, you know, super. I guess she doesn't have much details, really just a black suit with the Miss Marvel logo on her chest. Now, my only other gripe that I have with the design is that if you look at the hair, it definitely could have used a wash. It looks very bland, and it looks like it might have, and you're probably not going to see this in the camera, but focus, camera, focus. It has little white highlights, and I'm not sure why. I would have gone darker, not to make her dirty blonde, but just so that there's more detail in her hair versus what it is showing now. Let's see how she compares to some other figures. We're going to look at her next to the old figure, to Binary, to all the guys. So let's check it out. So here she is next to the original Miss Marvel. Now, the original Miss Marvel did have a way more articulation, but as you can see from the body is bigger, but the arms are the same size as the new Hasbro unit. The head is way bigger, but they did actually add a wash to the hair. The die cut is much higher. You can see the hips. Oh my god, I am glad that this is being replaced. This is clearly the superior figure, even though I do wish we did have a little bit more articulation like we do with this figure, where this is a double jointed elbows. It has the upper thigh cut, upper arm cut, but this figure does have articulation in the hand, the wrist, and the forearm. This is clearly the more superior when it comes to the ability to move, but as it comes to looks, it is by far the worst. It's not even close, not even the same stratosphere. Here she is next to the comic book Captain Marvel. We're probably due for a remake of this one too. I forget how old this one is, but horrible articulation. I do love the design on this one. This was a decent design toy, but articulation on it's trash. Did give me an alternate head that actually made sense. You have her armored head and her non-armored head, so kudos to them on this one, even though clearly it's time for a remake, especially because the upper torso on this one was straight butt. And here she is next to her other form, Binary. Same build, same diaphragm movement, no hip articulation on Binary. I'm hoping that this figure has some kind of hip or diaphragm movement to make up for the fact that every other Carol Danvers was basically stiff at the waist. Yeah, and finally, and for spits and giggles, we're checking out Miss Marvel, aka Warbird, next to Power Woman. I'm glad that they actually have now more than one mode for women from Marvel, because they basically put everyone on the same female build, and then they had like She-Hulk with a female torso, a special female torso, and like the same arm. So I'm glad that they're starting to diversify their portfolio when it comes to the women builds. It's time for them to get fat people on their list. There are quite a few fat Marvel characters that I would love to see. So I'm glad they have these women, but I'm still waiting for Big Bertha. I know that it's just basically a slight mod for the Blob action figure, but still waiting on Big Bertha. There's a bunch of just not skinny people in the Marvel universe that they've been skipping over. Anyway, let's see if Miss Marvel can do a squat. Miss Marvel has some decent articulation. She can get her arms up this high. Really good range on her arm. She has an upper bicep cut, double jointed elbows. Cool. Her head is limited by her hair, and that is probably the main reason why we got a new body. I mean, a second hair sculpt, so that she can probably get a little bit of motion. Because right now she can only move left and right, not really up, and she can move down that much. No up because of the hair. she has a lower diaphragm ab crunch, which gives her some movement so she can bend down. That's cool. She has a lower thigh cut, double jointed knee, and a rocker in the foot. So she has the ability to squat. She clearly has the legs for it. She has the arms for it. So she can squat. Let's see if she can get into a proper superhero landing, because she does have a bend in her diaphragm and she has an upper torso twist. Let's push it. We're pushing it. And not bad, Marvel. If that's decent. That's if her hair, if she could look up, then you definitely would have gotten a really good superhero landing out of it. Right now, this is a really good crotch position from her. So squat, yeah, superhero landing not so much, but they did a good job giving her a lower ab crunch, which gives her the ability to crunch a little bit further than she would if they gave her 2 ball points. Well, not if they, but if they didn't give her the lower torso, which we don't have in any of the other Miss Marvels that we have. We don't even have a waist twist in them. So if they gave her a waist twist, it probably would be a little bit better, but this works. Like I said, not quite there. I like if the fist can touch the ground, that's a real superhero landing, but this is close enough and you can look really cool doing it. Anyway, let's talk about money.
Man, damn, I can't afford it. My bad, I'm just trying to help you.
So Miss Marvel goes for $25, the normal price per figures. This is a Target exclusive at the moment. So yeah, if you can get her in store, yeah, that's your only choice. Or online, they sold out immediately. I'm not sure if they're back online, but hopefully you can find her in store if you're a Miss Marvel fan, or if you have the old one and you need and it's time, you know, like me, it's time to replace that thing, because looking at it compared to the other figures in your collection, it looks ugly now. It's a no-brainer. So for Miss Marvel, let's run down some stuff. The box is straight booty butt cheeks. Booty butt cheeks. I don't know what's going on, but Hasbro really kind of cheaped out with the box designs. So that is blah. But the toy itself, the design on the toy is phenomenal. This is a major upgrade over the Miss Marvel that we had originally. The body's way better, the face is way better, the articulation way better, just a better toy. And speaking of articulation, can this thing squat? And this thing can get into some really decent poses with the articulation that it has, so it's not too shabby. I just wish that it had a lower ball joint on the rock instead of a rocker, or a waist twist to make it a little bit better. And as for price, this is your normal Hasbro pricing at $25. It's a no-brainer. Go get it. I'm giving it a 7 out of 8. This is a worthy successor. It's not many accessories you can give her, and they gave you the fire effect, and you got this cool looking and the additional head. Totally worth the money. Go get it. 7 out of 8. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.